You earned it, is what I meant to say. All right. Thank you. Welcome to the rink at Pat Parker Arena. Right. We've been at the arena to this point. We've been spoiled. 3 games in the big rink. We're over in the arena. Now we're over in the rink. Filming from up top there. If you could see those unforgiving walls, we were just going to miss too much no matter what, even with the handheld, even with leaning out. So we're going to go with the tripod here, but we're right on the center ice line. And what we miss in scope, maybe you'll get a better perspective on just how fast these games are. This does look like it may be, in fact, our last game. It would take quite the miracle for that not to be the case. So if this is the season ender, let's hope we come out play like we did this morning. Best game we've played all year, in my opinion. Even with this, it's pretty blocked, isn't it? I can't move left here or I'll be... Oh, my ears! Okay. So we're going to lose the corners. Nothing I can do about that. But I think we're going to have a good sense of the speed. And you know what? Last game of the season, a different view down here. We're playing the Quesnel Thunder. It's spelt Quesnel. It's pronounced Quesnel. Hello, Dave and Linda. Welcome. Couldn't agree more. Spirits were obviously high after that game this morning. Absolute handful of kids having their best game ever. I can speak. I had a word with Elliot Roach. I said, Elliot, don't you worry about that 5-hit radar cue. It's like he knew you just checked in. Isn't that great? Brady Williams. I said to Elliot Roach, don't worry about that 5 up there. I think that was actually your best game that you played this year. And he said, no, Dad, right off the top of his head. No, second best. So what was your best? And he said, Abbotsford. And I said, you know what? It's hard to argue with that. That Abbotsford game was something special. But the shot count of that game this morning was 59-48. So if it seemed busy, it was. And 54 save performance from Elliot. I enjoyed every second of it. One of the cooler moments of our parts of our afternoon is that his goalie coach back at Shawnigan Lake went on and was watching his game, and they were on in real time with each other. His goalie coach, Bryce Roach, U15 prep goalie for Shawnigan Lake School, was breaking down in real time. Elliot was watching the game on the big screen here. Bryce Roach was watching it at home on his big screen, and he was pointing things out, taking screen captures and circling where the player's foot was, the player's stick, Elliot's feet, his depth, where he should have things I never even knew goalies talked about or thought about. A number 5's first goal when he went to fake the shot. Elliot was in a certain position, which he's meant to be when in case the shot comes, but you brace yourself in case it's a move. And when it's a move, you put your weight on a different part of your skate blade and all that broken down. And he was sending clips of, okay, you go down like this over here, butt here, up, not back, up, not down. And he was acting it all out for him. I couldn't be more proud of that goalie coach, taking his time to help his little brother here at Provincials. Agreed, though, he played an amazing game. The whole team did. Hunter Campbell did in game 2. I think Elliot Roach did in game 1. I don't think the goals against tell the story. I think the team played well in both games. My opinion and my impression was they gave it their all, and that's all you can ask for. I think they did the same thing this morning. We're rewarded for it. So, I was thinking about it. If they can win this game, that's going 2-2 against the best teams in the province. And like was said in the opening ceremony, this isn't a tournament. This is a championship. And every team has won their championship to be here. We were the runner-ups in ours, but we earned our way in. And here we are. And we're not just playing 9 teams from all over the province. We're playing the 9 teams that won their associations. Not only that, look at the size of that goalie down there. Of course, most of the goalies in this tournament are second years. Our 2 goalies are first years. Couldn't be more proud of Hunter Clutch Campbell. See him on the bench. And Elliot Roach in net. I will share, because Elliot played 2 games on Hunter, one that the original idea was for Hunter to play. Unfortunately, headaches, not feeling well. Team player steps back, lets his partner take the start. Let's hope that this team, Duke Drinkwater being one of them, can finish the really strong start they had this morning. I thought Duke Drinkwater had one of his better games of the season. He's out there to start this game. We have Silas DeGagne and William Hamilton here on D, Cole Wakeland and Jackson Reed, the other 2 forwards out there with Duke Drinkwater, Drinksy. And I am already having a hard time following the speed of the play. I don't know if that shows up on the camera, even just being this much closer. It's that much faster. It amazes me, as just thinking as I drove into the screen, I'm kind of shaking my head going, how are these kids 11 and 12 years old? Oh, a good early chance for Quesnel. Elliot Roach shuts the door on that one. I just realized that goalie coach I was talking about is probably one of the people watching this. Proud of you, son, and appreciate it. And it was pure gold. What you were sharing with him was pure gold. See if he can put it into play here. You know what I might do? I might move down to the blue line over there so we have a better view on this angle. And then that'll give us a full left to right view down at the other end of the offensive zone as well. Whereas here, I feel like we're compromised both ways. So we might as well get a good shot at defensive zone and then the 5 wide in the attacking zone. This is something else to me. I don't know if it's coming across in the camera. I'm having a hard time following the play from this angle. I can't see the play develop as quick as well as I can when I'm up top, and it's giving me a better impression of what it's like for these players. Okay, let's move down here and see how we like this. Well, that goalie coaching was going on. Some of the parents took advantage of the opportunity on a pretty cold and rainy day here to go sit around the fire at the Mexican restaurant, take advantage of happy hour. So if you hear some rambunctious cheering, that's what that would be. Brady Williams with a nice smooth pass ahead to Oliver Scow. This is the view I was dreaming of. Reflection off the glass. It might be the best we can do here. I'll do my best to call out the players. That's Brady Williams up there. Oliver Scow, the one that took a tumble. Play is going to continue. The captain coming in. Woo! He's got a good release. You might have heard the whoop behind me too. He just sort of casually let that go, and it had a lot on it and didn't miss by much. So let's keep an eye on him. Oh, I wasn't sure about that one. It didn't have anything on it when it came in, but it was moving right to left from the goalie's point of view, and it was tapped ahead by the Quesnel player. And while the goalie was moving, there's going to be little holes opened up, and good job by Elliot Roach to seal those up and make the save. Looks like they do have a shots on goal going here in the arena. They got 3-0 up there at this point. Shot there. Tipped dangerously, but harmlessly up and over the net. Quesnel carrying the play here earlier for sure. Although Jackson Reed comes and steals it, and he's off. He did this twice today. Get on your buggy. Oh, nice save. That was a nice move. He took it. He's left-handed, so backhand, forehand. Tried to open up the goalie a bit like I was talking about down here. You can see the goalie move to his side without opening up a 5-hole. That's where Jackson put it. Really nice foundational save. Another nice save there by the Quesnel goalie for a big player is moving well. Oh, a good chance up from in front. Jackson Reed picking up where he left off. You want to say hi? You want to say hi? Oh, not right now, not right now. No, no, no. Whoa, another dangerous opportunity for Quesnel. They've come out flying. Well defended by Henry Atmore, right in front of the blue paint of the crease. He got his stick on that shot and tipped it up and out of play. Really good play by Atmore. That's McCamey screaming down the ice, getting over to his left wing and letting a shot go. I'm going to take a moment here to look up whether Quesnel played this morning or not. Face off one cleanly back to the Gagne, who gets it over to William Hamilton. He lets his shot go. Tipped on the way of the net. Goes wide. It's Jasper Smith down there. He gets it free to... You know what? That line has changed to keep some of the players this morning, so I'm not sure. Nice play there. No, that is McCamey, right? Jersey's a little bunched up. Hard to tell. These expensive seats down low, you can't see exactly what's going on as much as the nosebleeds I'm used to. It is McCamey in front. He just looks so much bigger. I noticed today, him and Duke look 2 years older than when we played Powell River. They both had growth spurts. Duke Drinkwater and Jack McCamey looked like they're 15 years old. That's part of why I didn't recognize them out there. They also look bigger, right? I don't know if that's coming across the screen. All these players look bigger and stronger than they do from a little bit up top. For 10 and 11-year-olds. Nice powerful dump in there, right on cue by Jack McCamey. 4 of the 5 Kerry Park skaters changing. You see William Hamilton central in your screen, the one that stayed on. Oliver Scow, that gets by him, but A for effort and hustle. And he's still down there with Brady Williams on a line change. Shot by Brady Williams. Far side. Kids at home, take note, but not when you're playing against Roach or Campbell, please. If you shoot on the far side of the goal, you're much more likely to get a rebound that will act as a pass. See Brady calling for the call. The arm is up. Roach is going to the net. Play it, Elliott. Play it. Shoot. Hey, last game of the year. You got to have fun. You got to have fun. Oh, nice shot. That must have been. Was that Alexander Savage? Yes, it was. Shooting off balance with that much velocity. Another guy's bigger and taller and stronger. All right. Doing the best I can here. So Kerry Park will be going to the power play for 2 minutes. A nice clean win. Puck comes over to Colt Knight. He gets a good shot off, but nice save made. Thank you for that last comment. I did see it, and I do appreciate it. I assure you, it's that is mutual. We started these for one special fan, and it's grown from there, and that's pretty cool. Colton Knight goes to pass, wasn't there? Shot wasn't there, so he passes it over to Wakeland, who gets a nice shot. Nice blocker saved by the Quesnel goalie. He's been tested 3 or 4 times early in this game. Puck back to Knight again. It's the right decision. Throws it exactly for that reason. You never know what's going to happen with all those bodies in front. He didn't have a nice clear shot on the net. But keeping it nice and tight on the ice like that, it hit his skate and bounced dangerously, but not into the net. 124 to go in the power play. Already a couple of good chances. You see Quesnel got out to early shots on goalie. Not that that means anything, but with those 3 shots there, it's gone from 8-0 to 8-3. Real good start to this power play. Just a hair offside, but that's enough. Okay, this Quesnel team won their first game, as I meant. Oh, I did mention this morning. They won their first game 8-5 against that team that we beat, Vernon Winfield. Hang on. Okay, so this is kind of, I feel like, what happened this morning. We faced a really good goalie who was standing tall and making amazing saves, but you can't do that all game. And eventually, that pressure cracked the dam a little bit. And as the game went on, it seemed like we did get in his head a little bit. That does happen. It's a psychological position. And if we continue to play like this here, I know it blurred out. I apologize. Kerry Park with the puck down low, left corner, throws it in his slot. Jack McCamey gets it, turns and shoots. Rebound just escapes Weston McKinnon. I don't know what's going on here. Here we go. 23 seconds still to go in this power play. If we keep these opportunities going, you'd have to think that one of them's going to go eventually. Nice pass up the wing by Henry Atmore, taken by McCamey. Into the slot, dangerous spot. He had his corner pick, didn't miss it by much. Let's see if I can zoom without losing the focus a little bit anyway. Still a 4-on-5 here for Quesnel, but it's them carrying the puck here on his breakaway. Nice opportunity created there. Shot goes up and wide. Kind of a drifty looping shot. Fooled Roach, but missed the net. Back to even strength here now. Only 3 official shots on that power play, but I think it was more than that. And more than that, it was good sustained pressure and quality chances created. And while it didn't lead to a goal, it led to some pressure. Like I said, that can mount and matter. Speaking of pressure, look at Williams and Oliver Scow down there. Well, you hear what the fans on my left think of that. All right, so as Saisaganye goes off for body contact with 11:35 to go with the first period, it'll be a 2-minute player advantage for Quesnel. So Quesnel won their first game 8-5 against that Winfield Vernon team. They lost their second game against Whitehorse 7-4. They had a respectable game against our Feudus 4-0. So consistent with what I'm seeing here, this is a good team. Okay, so change was deemed to be too late. Brady Williams had been out there for a long time. Had earned himself a break, but they thought that was too late, so they threw Colt Knight back onto the bench. Hopefully, Kerry Park can clear and get Brady off here. You see him going behind the plate since he had the chance to do it. Colt Knight is on, so we have Colt Knight and William Hamilton as the coaches wanted off the face-off with Alexander Savage and Oliver Scow. Pass deflected across. Roach in perfect position on that one. Forgive me for watching the goalie not the play, but as the puck was bouncing around chaotically, I know those are dangerous, so I looked to see where Roach was. He was a little deep because of the backcourt pressure, but he was tracking perfectly. You could see he was comfortable, looked it right into his glove. Made it look easy because of the anticipation and positioning. Face off to his right, won by Quesnel. Puck dumped deep. 2 players down there pressuring. I think that's William Hamilton. Indeed it is. Alexander Savage's father yelling, help him, help him. And look what happens out there. It's mind meld. Alexander Savage putting pressure on, passes him off to Oliver Scow. Effective defense playing zone coverage. Nice long shot, not too dangerous, but a little nervous seeing the zippy little skill position player there. Right position right in front of the net, but puck kept out. You know what? I'm already going to say I'll take Papa's shot count over the in-arena one here. So I'm going to dismiss that for the most part. But I would say in general, that sort of 2-1 might reflect the play to this point. Both teams playing well, but Quesnel having the majority of the 5-on-5 pressure. Again, on a player advantage here for about another minute. Nice. So composed. Just calmly beats one player. Second player comes in, so he makes a little move to beat him. Gets around him and gets it over to Cole Wakelin, who gets it up to Jackson Reed, who's alone now. Nice shot. Nice save. Moving to his right, throwing it back to his left. The goalie got his arm out. I believe it went off elbow or bicep. Jackson Reed, that's his third really good foray this game. That one shorthanded. 13 seconds ago in the penalty. Miscommunication there between the Quesnel players. Has the puck going down low. Little contact in the front. Player goes down too easy. Ref doesn't fall for that. Dangerous shot along the ice, like I mentioned earlier. You can get those tipped or deflected, but it's Kerry Park who does that and gets it out the other way. Jackson Reed with a beautiful give and go over there with Jack McCamey. Throws his arms up in frustration because he knew that was so close to a goal. Penalty over, back to even strength. I believe the whistle's for offside. Little contact here behind the play. The referee watching it all the way through, and now she shifts her attention to the line changes as Jackson Reed goes off. He's probably pretty frustrated after creating three of the best chances you're going to see. How's that for a view? Phil and family down in Georgia. The handsomest kid in the league. It's been well established. Jessica says she can't even deny it. She knows it's true. Coming right at you. In support there of Jack McCamey on left wing, who gets tipped up, penalty coming, still gets the pass over to Weston McKinnon. The player that tripped McCamey doesn't have to go to the box because the goal cancels out the penalty. Good teamwork by Jack McCamey and Big Mac Weston McKinnon. They've been doing it all year. They did it there to Kerry Park on the board first. Way to go, Westy, yells one of the fans. Woo! I sure hope you're watching in Georgia. The shift starts with a great shot of your family member and ends with a goal. What could be better than that? I agree with my staff in the truck, my crew in the truck. That was disgusting by all three of them. Younger generation, disgusting's really, really good. That was disgusting. Great play. If the crew could point out who the third player was, I know it was McCamey and McKinnon, but in the flow of play, I forgot who started it. That one somewhat handcuffs Roach, so he was starting to make that save with his glove, switched to his blocker, made the save. It's nice to see because one of his, hang on. Oh, nice save by Roach. Nice save by Roach. Puck dug up in front of the net, brought to the forehand in a dangerous position, shot up in the open net, but the glove comes up and snares it out. Now he looks a little upset about something. Yep. From his reaction, I thought maybe somebody was going. You can see a cross check called. I don't see who that is in the box, and I didn't see the infraction. I was too distracted by the white beam of light that was Elliott's glove. Number 6. So it's Landon Zariski up there. Hi, girls. First good chance we get, okay? End of the period. Great idea. Great idea. We got the Kerry Park fan club here beside me. How great is that? We got the crew in the truck back in Shawnigan Lake working the production there. Whoa, nice attempt by Quesnel. It was well tracked by Roach, but there was a player backdoor that had he got stick on puck. You never know. Nice clear there by William Hamilton. Bounces up and out. Don't be lackadaisical. Alexander Savage out there. Nice pressure by him. Creates an opportunity where if a mistake was made, he was there to capitalize on it. Good hustle, Alexander Savage. This Regina kid, I'm telling you, he's a zippy little dude. You can tell how offensively talented he is. Whoa! Woo! Another big save by Roach on a nice shot. So I was admiring how nice the shot was, and then the glove came up again. Another nice save. I'm told the crew in the truck is actually on a couch in their BJs. Next text going to be, you don't have to repeat everything I say, but if you don't get the reference in Hockey Night in Canada, Traditionally, they would refer to the crew in the truck because as the broadcasters were making the many mistakes I make, they get corrected or they're fed stats and that kind of thing, and they'd often refer to the crew in the truck. You saw them out back there at the Senators Stadium when we go out to get autographs. The time we met Brady Tkachuk back there, they have an entire transport truck filled with equipment that looks like what's that? I know you do. I'm explaining for everybody, buddy. That looks like the broadcast center at Donegan Lake School. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What an off-platform save by Roach. They can't all be textbook. That one gets the fans cheering, but I'll tell you, it started with he didn't control that first rebound the way he would have wanted to. Jackson Reed was out and made the shot much more manageable. It was a great play by him. It was still a nice shot that got off. Roach saved it with his glove, but the play, I think he'd want that to end there, but it didn't. And he followed through with not one, but two, but three, and especially the fourth save. He was out of position, into desperation mode, did get over, got his glove on it. The crew in their PJs on the couch says that was beautiful, and I agree. Ideally, the play ends with the first shot and just no rebound, but if it continues through, you want to track it like that and play like that. 5:43 to go here in the first period. This Quesnel team is really something. They're really something. You can see why they're champions. You know why we're champions. The character of this team, I'm telling you. You know, they could have come out in game 3 flat. They came out playing the best game of their life, and except for the first 3 minutes of the second period, I think did. Okay. Nice pass by Duke Drinkwater up to Alexander Savage. His shot blocked by Quesnel. Oh my gosh. Oliver Scow got an elbow off the top rope down there. So to get up. I'm not surprised. Play allowed to continue. Oh, there was a little spot there. That shooter is talented to even try that. But Elliot Roach got the paddle on it from the sound of Justin. Wasn't it? Maybe you heard the parents behind me saying offside, offside. He had to watch the play to track the puck. He couldn't track his feet at the same time without losing losing the puck, and it was so skillful, but he had crossed the line. Oliver Scow showing what he can do. I'm telling you, that play this morning where he took the puck down in our end and came back, I call it the Crosby. It's traditionally called the Mohawk. I don't necessarily love that term, so I call it the Crosby because no one does it better than him, where you skate with both feet out and you're sort of gliding sideways, both feet kind of like that and like that. Your skates and you just, and Oliver Scow started to play down in his end doing that I was thinking about this afternoon. It was as beautiful an example, 1-2 example of skating as I've seen. Oh, nice play there by Jasper Smith, the human intangible. I don't think he was intangible this morning. What did he have? 5 points? That seems pretty tangible to me. Oh, Henry Atmore, surprising release point. Got a pretty good chance on goal there. Shot from outside the blue line, but it had a nice lift to it and forced a nice save from the Powell River goalie, which was made. Powell River? We're in Powell River. Quesnel. We're playing Quesnel. Sorry, the big P on the center ice there threw me. Puck throw towards the front of the net somehow. Weston McKinnon from his knees got a backhand shot away. Another great save by that Quesnel goalie. If it weren't for that goalie down there, I think we're looking at a very different score up here. Well, our goalie down there too. Quesnel's had their chances as well. Oh, these papers are, it's like a windstorm in here, girls. There's a tornado of fan support behind me.
Steal my Skittles.
Oh, no. Skittles are for sharing, not stealing.
Yeah, take the half in my room.
Oh, my gosh. We are down to 3.5 minutes to go in a very fast-moving, entertaining first period. Couple whistles for penalties and one for a beautiful goal. Keep it up, Jackson! Jackson really keeps playing like he started this game. Ooh. Whoa! There's no netting. Can you imagine Jackson next year when he's allowed to body check and not just steal pucks? He's going full NASCAR here. He's looking, drops it back for his teammate down low in support. Brady Williams, who recovers, backhand chips it to himself on the board, gets to the slot. Nice shot blocker, save made. Beautiful hockey by Jackson Reed and Brady Williams. Getting chance after chance down here. Officially, shots are 16-11 for Quesnel, but I feel like we've got more than that. Very quality chances as well. I love the way this team's playing right now. Paul Wakeman over there, so defensively strong. Whoa, look at that moves on some of these guys. Wow. Well, I guess these second-year kids next year are moving up to U15, and some of them look ready to be there already. You know, they really do. This is high-quality hockey, both these teams. My gosh. What a first 18 minutes by these Islanders and this Thunder team. You know what I'll do, girls? I'll get the players coming off, and I'll come back to your posters. We had an interview arranged with Hunter Clutch Campbell's younger brother, Will, on the intermission. I don't know if he's going to be able to find me down where we are here. A lot of us not knowing which rink we're playing on until we arrived. And as I mentioned, there's no filming spots up top that were satisfactory. This is better than them for sure. Wow. Nice zone entry, and this a nice casual backhand stop by Silas de Gagné. I was watching him in front as he continued his good defense. Saved by Roach on the delayed penalty. That goal would have counted, of course. There's a body checking penalty coming up to William Hamilton. He sort of skated off before he was pointed at. I don't see much of an argument from him. So you see the referee going, I appreciate the sportsmanship, young man, but the penalty box is over on this side. It doesn't mean it's a good call that William Hamilton doesn't argue with it. He's a Lady Bing type player, plays hard, plays strong, but he's not gonna pick up a technical for talking back to the referee or anything like that. I'll tell you, he's a class act off the ice and on the ice. It's his leadership. He's one of the kids that carries an invisible letter for sure. Plays what feels like it might be about half these games and does it well both ends, and took his penalty with aplomb and just skated off. Because you know what? He's not going to be the first player in history to talk the referee out of it. So I thought that was a quick whistle down there. Kerry Park doing a good job pinning the puck along the boards, but given the face-off and the pin, we only worked 10 seconds off the clock. So I'm not sure why that whistle blew. I think you're allowed to pin the puck in the corner and kill as much time as you want. So hopefully Silas does the same thing again here. Tries to. He's down there with McCamey. I swear, McCamey's grown a foot. That was scary there as the puck went in front, but I think it was, I couldn't tell you actually, it might have been Jasper Smith that cleared it out of harm's way. Zone entry here. Zarisky in good position, turns his hips, gets over to put pressure on, forces a pass back to the point. Good defense by Zarisky. I think I've been saying that for the last 4 games straight. Oh boy. That was dangerous. Nice recovery, Roach. Really nice save on the first pass across the slot. About as far as the goalie's going to be asked to move. Nice puck movement by Quesnel with the extra player. You can't guard everybody. When the player's stuck out of the corner in front, you can see that one coming. Puck got across. Shot was taken. There was no chance for rebound control on that. Rebound came out to a dangerous spot, and with only 37 seconds to go in the first period, we got 3-1s up there as Quesnel ties it at 1. I'm not happy to see that, but I gotta say, I can't say it seems unfair. The period that these two teams have played, 1-1 does seem the fairest score. Hopefully it stays at that. Accidental trip there. Call not made. Roach stops the puck, sees the offensively gifted Landon Zarisky, so leaves it for him. He gets it to McKinnon, doesn't get it out on his first attempt, but does on his second. McCamey gets it down, sends it deep. We have 12 seconds to go here. Enough time if Kerry Park can get a quick turnover to make something happen. If not, we're going to have, well, maybe one last rush from Quesnel. Nice pass. Broken up by Zarisky, though, and leaves Quesnel no choice but to dump it deep. That's period. I'll be right back, girls.
Next period, boys. Good job. Good job.
Yeah, it was really good. It really was. It was, dare I say it, a thunderous first period. I'm gonna get the goalie's name here. How do you say his name? Warwick. Yeah, amazing period.
Or call him Bones. Everybody knows him by Bones.
Bones. Okay, that works. Way to be, KP. Great period. Great period, KP. Good work out there. Good. Keep going, Jackson. They're gonna come. You keep playing like that, they're gonna come. Keep it going, boys. Keep it going. Great period. This is Quinn McKinnon in front of me. Fan favorite. Great period, Roach. Keep it up, buddy. Quinn, you want to wave to your family down in Georgia? Who else is on there? I think your grandparents are watching too.
Yeah.
Why don't you give a quick little detail what you did this afternoon? Mount Mahoney?
Yeah.
Talking about having to angry face.
I think Chris and Dave might be watching. Don and Marine. Yeah, all right. You came back. You're covered in mud. We all thought you looked super cool. Went out for a quick bite to eat and caught the game, eh?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Of course. Oh, we got the Kerry Park Islanders supporters over here getting ready to show off their good period, eh?
Yeah.
I think it was so even. The shots evened out 16-14, scores 1-1. I think that's very reflective of the play. That is beautiful. Eric, can I get a nice shot of that olive? Look at Olive's sign.
Nice.
Right? Isn't that beautiful? All the players, including Xavier, listed. Love it. Alberta, do you have one? No?
I have one, but it's a one.
Okay. You can bring it down for the second period. Oh!
That's not it.
That's not it?
That's like
That's Eliza's. Is yours big like that? Okay, you bring me down, Alberta. We want to see everyone's artwork.
Me and Alberta did this.
Oh, let's see if I tighten that so it doesn't fall. If I'm able to periscope this.
Me and Olive did this.
Can you see if I'm getting it? I can't. Is it facing the wrong way?
How did you say it?
No.
Yes. That's.
Hopefully that shows.
Yeah.
Hopefully that shows.
I think Alberta's. Me and Alberta made one and then she gave me.
How old are you, Alberta?
8.
8?
The oldest of the girl crew.
Girl crew, and how old are you?
3 camera at the beginning of the game was it for Linden Dates.
It was. They had just checked in. Their note came up, Lyndon Dave watching, and he's there, and he's Brady. You ever seen a camera he doesn't like?
I'm in grade 5.
Ah!
I'm in grade 5 and they're in grade 3.
Oh, we saw them. Excellent. So I got confirmation that when I periscoped the signs, they saw them. So to the chat that's asking why I'm not up top, it's very walled off, so the angles are lost. If you could, it does feel like a prison. That's what I said. I said they're gonna lock bars behind us and let us out in the morning. I don't know if it shows, but right there are like these concrete walls that you can't see through. Glad to show Jeff on there. The off-ice intangible. So do you girls want to say anything about the season, or if you've enjoyed watching it, or anything in your seasons?
Oh, I won.
No. You won the league?
I lost playoffs to my best friend. And my
Well, if you're gonna lose it to anybody and your cousin. But you also won a tournament out in Powell River, right?
she was yelling at me and giving me cake.
Oh, well, Kerry Park loses to Kerry Park. But you won that tournament in Powell River, didn't you? Yeah, I saw that online. Good job.
Oh, wait.
Is there anything you'd like to say, Olive? I know your parents or your grandparents are loving seeing this, Lyndon did.
I love you. I've done it to myself.
Alberta, anybody you'd like to say hi to? Oh, you love your grandparents. Wow. Well, you guys are great. Thank you for making it so much more fun to be in the arena. Kerry Park Rec mainstays. You wouldn't know if you're watching online because they're running around in the warm room, leaving people hanging. Thank you. Thank you. No. Not at all. All right. Well, couldn't have been a more exciting first period. I don't see the jersey on the bench, and that's because it looks like there's nowhere to put it. So that would mean that it's up in the locker room. And I know it's up before every game. And he really is with us as we've gone through this season. Thank you. Yeah, and that's with the lozenge. I'm into the lozenge portion of the weekend here or week. You know, I really appreciate the person saying that. Thank you very much. I really appreciate the person saying that I should look for Korean broadcasting. I wouldn't turn it down, to be honest. My father sent me something that was in Alberni, but I looked at the commute and it's 2.5 hours, so I didn't apply for that because I still got the kids to get to arenas and that kind of thing. But I would love to be honest. I'd love to. If the opportunity presented itself, I absolutely would. I approach it differently than this, of course. This I try to put I try to walk that line between sort of a somewhat professional broadcast and the familiarity that is the hometown coverage of a team like this. Okay, so we have 5.5 minutes to go. We'll be back for the second period after this. Thank you, NB. Yeah, you already told me I'm your Howie Meeker. Kind of words never been spoken. So I'm going to bound in the Buddy Keene Broadcast Center here for a few moments. You're watching Papa TV. Second period to come in 5 minutes.
You're not with your mom. I'm on your TV video. Here and keep going to swim to your friends. Keep buying babies.
You know what, Chilts? We'll have the rest of the money. Have them the rest of it. School babies. Always gonna be. I know Chilts. Put away to say. Yeah. I think this is the like the upper quarter.
Right? These things are crazy. He gets tens. Where's your tens? Tens out. And it's just not waiting. Yeah.
Get your money going from now? You get your money going from that people? Your angry things on. Yeah, yeah. It's not. It's angry things on that one. We sound like oh yeah, you're that corner.
Boys, keep it reference. What's that? Is your real name? Landon didn't know that. Didn't know that.
Is he really?
Tony!
Don't want to bother the players as they come out. I'll just film them if anyone wants to say anything. Of course, Brady's never seen a camera. He doesn't like to drink water in the middle. Alexander Savage. These kids have earned being lighthearted coming to the box after a period like that. Absolutely beauty of a period. Yeah. No, I'm just looking at you, but talking to this. Sorry. I realized it looked like I was talking to you. This is
Sure.
no wonder Dave and Linda love these so much. I promise he's not like this all the time. Let's go, boys. Let's finish strong, right? Second period, just like this morning, guys. You were pressing all first period and cashing the second. Let's do it again. What's your staff coming by? Chris Knight, the great Cody Drinkwater. Absolute mensch off the ice as well.
I'm gonna do a boomerang. Ready? Do a boomerang. Move really quickly and go. There you go. That's good.
Approach. Well, you know what? The clock has wound down. They're just checking the nets. Ready to go in the second period. They'll be out on the ice any moment here. So, real interesting fact. I was in a conversation with a parent from Quesnel, and he said that they are largely a second-year team. He said, in fact, they only have 5 first-year players. So you contrast that to our team, which is much more balanced. 2 first-year goalies, and I'd say probably about 50-50 players to first years. It makes it that much more impressive what this team's able to do from a broader perspective. There's one of those productive first years right there. They look like kids from down here again, don't they? I was talking to a parent from the Yukon. Oh, hang on. They go on the ice. Let's go, Islanders. Let's go. This rink is much better for fan interaction. When else stepping out there? Coach Rob, another legend. All right, there we go. I thought that was a good view, so maybe we'll go down to the other end for this period. Keep it similar to what we had in the first with the 5 wide on the offensive zone and tighter shot of the defensive zone. All right, we're ready to drop the puck on the second period. Shots in the first period, 16-14 officially. What officially I take from that is that it was even. Game was even. Score is even 1-1. You heard me say it. I think that was on camera. I think the goal, no, I was going to get the camera. I think it could have been 6-6 after that period. Both teams creating amazing chances, but well defended, well goaltended. 6-6. My internal score, 1-1 the actual score. Gonna have a nice view here. William Hamilton trying to turn the corner. Step to the puck. Battle on the boards. McKinney comes away with it. You see how nice and swift and quick that move was? Come on, Zoom guy, get on it. Get on it. Well, he says he's doing his best. I'll take his word for it. If anybody knows a good Zoom guy. I really enjoyed seeing how relaxed the players were. I think different game situations require different attitudes. And I think where they are now, you know what? This is game 4 of the end of a really productive season, barring some kind of mathematical miracle. And sorry for the mess up on the Zoom. Knowing I repeat everything he says. Very clever. Very clever. Yeah, get that truck out of here. Get back on the couch and zip it. Just kidding. You're absolutely right. Oh boy. This Regina kid is talented. Nice pass over to a dangerous spot. Might be good for Carey Park. That puck went wide. Nice dangerous pass there again. Colton Knight playing textbook D, wrapping up the player before the puck. Allow the puck to go by harmlessly. Good job by him. That's Finley Dion down there now. And Alexander Savage in front supporting, breaking up that centering pass. Let's see if Scow can get to that puck. Oh, it's bouncing dangerously. Those are hard to read. Roach with the initial save with his pads as the puck was bouncing, was pounced about upon by Quesnel. And then the rebound was still bouncing. I don't know if the camera picked that up. He turned his paddle backwards and hit the puck out from Danger's way as it was bouncing and hopping around down there. He's kind of putting on dance moves in the crease now. That tells me he's feeling good and confident. Why not after a couple of saves like that? Wow, another good start to this period. I love this sign, but it's in the way. Save made. I'll adjust the camera angle here. Wow, this must be Alberta's. Wow, is that ever beautiful? So we didn't see that one earlier, so that makes me think it's Alberta's. Alberta, the younger sister of defensive phenom Henry Atmore, number 91. Speaking of Henry Atmore, that was him that blocked that shot with his backhand. Puck in possession of Quesnel, though, as a wraparound attempt. Was it no work? Shot tipped, I believe. Might have been a high stick if it had gone, but you know what? Just reading the body language of the official, I think that would have counted. So, or maybe it's just the trajectory of it, but it went up and down. I think it was deflected on the way in the net. Regardless, save made. Face off to Roach's left, our right. I've been instructed to call the Quesnel goalie Bones, so I will respect that and do so. I did ask the player's name because of the first period he had. Boy, oh boy, look at that size and speed of some of these players on Quesnel. All the way to the team, back and forth. Roach knocked over after the puck went in the net from the good back pressure by Jasper Smith. You could see the speed and power and skill of that player as he came down. Went right side, left side, and in. No shame in that for Roach for sure. The team, that's just a beautiful goal, and sometimes that happens. Ridiculous analogy, I'm not making it, but it honestly brought to mind some of those goals you'd see Mario Lemieux score, coming down the ice and slicing through the opponents and right in on that, in tight. Good puck movement, good finish. Sometimes you just tip your helmet and say, nice goal, young man. I think that's one of those times. You probably saw that he limped off the ice. I imagine he followed through after scoring into the boards. So hopefully he's okay. You see there that Size de Gagne had to hold off a little bit because of the size of his opponent. He's gotten fouled so many times this year, just running into players like that. He had to sort of back off and let the guy go. Was in front of the net. Player goes flying, Roach falls down, but play continues. That's Oliver Scow with a head of steam down there. Reverses, comes into the slot. Puck rolls on him. Quesnel coming back the other way. You can see there again, if checking were legal, that play would have been eliminated right there. And after all that attempt to not take a penalty, the ref did not see that the player that had fallen down got up and threw Oliver Scow's stick. They're gonna examine if this is a goal or not. Get that puck out of the net, Kerry Park, if it's in there. No goal. Elliot Roach getting up gingerly. A lot of contact behind the play that was missed by the official. I mean, we only have one official today, and she can't see what's behind her head. But after drawing the penalty on de Gagne, the Quesnel player threw the stick of Oliver Scow against the back of the net and over. You can see Roach is injured down there. He's testing out if he can do what he needs to do. I didn't see what happened after he made that save. I've already mentioned that Hunter Campbell's not 100% here. Showing the high character move of stepping aside and giving his team the best chance to win when he's not feeling well, rather than going out there in a compromised state, knowing he couldn't play his best. That's why they're goalie partners. And I had a word with the young man in the intermission. I think that shows a lot of character and a championship mindset. Very unselfish thing to do in the last game of the season. Hunter Campbell, a great goalie partner and great kid. And one last gesture, unselfish there, puts his team first, right? Of course he wants to play, but he puts the team first. Now he is on the bench. I'm sure if Roach were fully injured, he'd be able to play, but wow. That number 4 just screams into the zone, and Dion back there shorthanded, not able to play it like he normally would. Good chance, good shot taken, and save made. Play continues. We're at the halfway point of the power play. A minute to go is Colton Knight. Nice little fancy move to get clear of the Quesnel player, but not clear of the zone. Shot from there. Roach gets his paddle out, makes a save, but it falls in front of him, and the rebound's put in. There wasn't a lot of holes there, but enough to slam it in, and that's what happened. You could see in the corner, I think it was Finley Dion contesting that he had been knocked down. I think a lot going on out there, and probably to Quesnel's credit, if they're getting away with it, well, they're getting away with it, aren't they? So nearly a save there. You see, that is a gesture Roach did. He stopped the puck, but it got through him, and he's just replaying in his head. I'm going to stop that puck to cover it up next time. So 13:47 to go. Quesnel has opened up a 3-1 lead. Power play goal. Back to even strength, of course. Shot up and wide of the net. Boy, Quesnel just getting a lot of action in front. Those are really dangerous spots to have opportunities from. So hopefully we can eliminate those going forward. Oh! McCamey to Jasper Smith. Someone blowing the CFL horn. Go Riders. All right, that's Len Zariski down low. Jasper Smith into support. Jack McCamey there along the boards as well. 3 Kerry Park players in there. 2 Quesnel. Nice coverage on the rest of the ice, though, by the 2 Kerry Park players. Although that was beautifully spotted. Nicely passed. I guess that was Murray with the pass. Good job by Murray. Nice save by Roach. I got a head nod from a dad down there. Well played by him. When you anticipate well and get in position, the saves look easy. See that illustrated there. So 12:25 to go. 12:26. 3-1 for Quesnel. Lots of hockey to go here. Both teams playing well. Let's see how this one plays out here. When the next goal's going to loom large territory already. Often are. Centering attempt off the skate of DeGagne down there in the right position. You play the right way. You get the right bounces. He does off his skate. Allows Roach to cover up. Antoine Vermette? No, it's Holtby, number 20 for Quesnel. Face off right in the crack of the glass. Quesnel wins it cleanly. Gets it to the blue line, and Brady Williams does a good job getting pressure and forcing a less clean pass. Oh, nice. A decent move, a nice pressure by Scow, and those pucks seem to be coming into our slot, bouncing around, and even our players have an opportunity to get them. There's trying to handle the puck. It's just it's coming in, bouncing a lot. Oh, nice shot. Blocker save made by Roach up and over the net. Tell you what, I like that other arena. The angles more than this one. Okay, after sustained battle, puck comes out for Kerry Park. Oliver Scow gets it over to Alexander Savage. He comes into the zones. William Hamilton gets it down low. Let's see if Kerry Park could spend some time in that zone for the first time this period. Sustained time. That I remember anyway. 11-minute mark for the second period. 11 minutes remaining. Some action going on behind the play there. Not sure what that was, but Oliver Scow involved in that, and he goes off to the bench. Duke Drinkwater jumps on in his place. Takeaway down low by Quesnel in a dangerous position. Ultimately cleaned up. Back and forth we go. Ping pong portion of this game. Oh boy. Quesnel's been doing this all game. All game. Creating good chances on takeaways. Nicely played by Alexander Savage, but again, Quesnel up to muddy the pass out. Fulton walks off the board, gets a rocket off. I don't know if that touched anything, but up and out and all the way down the ice. So you know that there's a lot of zip on that one. Opportunity in front here for Kerry Park. Jackson Reed on it. DeGagne jumping up on it. Reed coming back, backhanding it down low. Quesnel gets the puck, grabs the stick. No penalties called. But you know what? Size Gagne with no stick is better defense than most players with his stick. Nonetheless, he goes off. Smart, unselfish play. Colt Knight on with stick in hand. Stick down in the corner, even with Size Gagne's on the bench. He's able to defend as his stick's down there, muddling the zone exit. Might have drawn a penalty. I think Silas DeGagne's stick drew a penalty on that one as it was laying on the ice. I think that Quesnel player body checked Fulton, body checked DeGagne's stick on the ice, leading to a power play for Harry Park. Harry Park with possession off the draw. Good strong play down there by Jasper Smith. Two buddies on him, and he gets the puck out to a teammate. Oh, nicely held in twice by Colton Knight. He gets it down the slot to Jasper Smith, who's able to redirect it on net. Nice save made by Bones. Colton Knight again, holding it in with Jack McCamey. McCamey dangerously in the slot, shot! Rebound. How skillful was that take and shot by Jasper Smith? But another save made by Bones as he continues his strong game. Minute 27 to go in the power play. Good pressure by Quesnel down here. Making it hard for Kerry Park to exit the zone. Good teamwork by them, though. Get it eventually here to McCamey. McCamey coming up across the blue line. Spots his winger to the right. Gets it to him. That's McCain. That was McKinnon, right? Yes, it was. Got it over to Jasper Smith down low. Lose the play down there, including myself standing here. It's a true angle. Offside by Quesnel on a shorthanded zone entry. So with 8:13 to go in the second, we have 52 seconds to go in the power play for Kerry Park. 3-1 lead for Quesnel. Alexander Savage out there to take the face off with Oliver Scow on left wing. Brady Williams on right wing. Brady Williams coming through the pack with it. Oh, Scow offside. Tries to get back onside. You see how close he was to doing so. Didn't manage to. So we have Henry Atmore out there and Landon Zariski. I was going to say two of our stronger scoring defense, but we have top to bottom productive defense. There's a nice shot of Landon's Provincials hair. Blonde is Deborah Harry. Okay, 2-on-1 developing here. Nice pass across. Roach in anticipation of that, but I still wouldn't have liked to see what would have happened if that had connected. He got across in position, but the puck rolled on the puck supporter. Savage might have a chance to go on an obstructed breakaway here, forced to the outside to his backhand. Does get a nice shot off on net, off the ice. Glove side of the goalie who makes the save. Skates to the corner and goes, whew, that was a little harder than I thought it'd be. Good job by Savage to get off and attempt that. Good. All right, so Zariski's going to stay it on defense with William Hamilton. We have Oliver Scow on left wing, or is that Duke Drinkwater? That's Duke Drinkwater. Cole Wakeley wins the draw. Draws it over to where he can shoot, gets a shot on net. NASCAR Jackson Reed spins around. That's a rifle goal. I didn't know if that was a goal till I heard it bang off the boards behind. Finds him again. He's playing like a U17 out there today. Don't tell me that kid's not ready for the next level. Holy smokes. Play continues. Nice shot down low by Cole Wakelin, who pursues the puck and forces a quick pass, which allows his teammates to intercept. Puck finds Duke Drinkwater. Really beautiful shot. I think that pass was by Brady Williams or William Hamilton. William Hamilton, perhaps. Nice save made. Rebound to a dangerous spot, but gathered up by Quesnel and cleared out. Dangerous. I'm going to call him the dangerous Rogina. He's been all over this offensive zone this game. Gets a good shot off there. Save made, rebound controlled, and with 6:32 to go, we're back to even strength in the second period. 3-1 Quesnel. Du Patron right in front of me here. Or Du Perrin, perhaps. Nice face-off win by McCamey. Win and go. Splits two guys. Gets a pass over, shot taken. What a beautiful play by Jack McCamey, who unselfishly gives it up from a dangerous spot. I'm going to have to see who he passed that to. I saw the nice roof finish. Weston McKinnon, is it? He's leading the charge over there. Woo! Elliot Roach banging his stick, cheering, finds his posts. McKamey just had a look right from the puck drop. He grabbed it. He went through 3 players, came down, found his open teammate. Teammate going 100 miles an hour, still able to take that pass on the fly, roof it up. Absolutely gorgeous goal. I don't think it showed up as much as I'd like on the film here, but perhaps it did, and it was a really, really nice face-off win and rush and pass and finish. Beautiful hockey from Kerry Park. Makes it 3-2 with 6:10 to go in the second. Let's go. Oh, my kids love it when I talk this way. Let's go, bro. Let's go, bro. Go, bro. Oh, McKinnon almost did it again. Last second snag of that puck by the Quesnel defense, throwing it back the other way, but nice regathering by Kerry Park's defensive crew out there. DeGagne and Hamilton getting it back down. Same 3 forwards out there that were on for the goal. What a beautiful pass to DeGagne. Dangerous shot taken. I don't recognize Jack McKamey from this slow down on the ice. He's grown that much, but that's him that came around and got that Sinai pass off. Should have known. Threaded the needle right to DeGagne. Took it skillfully. I've been saying this all tournament. You want that kid getting the puck on the blue line and letting it go, and he did. Well read, well played. Speaking of U17s, I don't know if you can see how big that goalie is down there, but I mean, he's bigger than the U15 CSICHL goalies we played this year. Shawnigan, he played it well, made the save, still 3-2. Ooh, nicely played by Dion. But Quesnel's still able to get through and get a dangerous shot off. Save made by Roach. Alexander Savage there to pick up the rebound. Get it out to the neutral zone. This is like I swear to God, this is like a 67s game. 67, 67. It's like OHL when you're down low. These guys are going so fast and strong. You know what? This is the last U13 game for more than half these kids, and you can see it. They're getting big and strong, and they're ready to hit. For the kids that play spring hockey, it is full body contact. Shot in rep level. I think that shot was tipped, but early enough off the shot that it was an easy read for Roach. He made the save. Boy, Quesnel's good at this. This down low in the whoa in the slot area, causing turnovers. It looks like we might have a partial breakaway here. Shot from in tight. Pad save made. Someone's got his jersey up, so I can't tell you who had the shot on the rush. Brady Williams. And you heard a big cheer from Kerry Park fans saying, hey, Oliver Scow and Brady Williams skating away. I think Brady Williams might be working on his next Brady Williams hat trick here, if you know what I mean. Offensive opportunities like that. Drawing penalties. I am not surprised to see that happen out of that play, those 2 players. But from the reaction from the parents, it's something pretty egregious, and I see it being reenacted down there. So it looks like someone might have rained-called somebody. All right. Hey, Everett. So 4:32 to go in the second. Shots have evened out at 24-22. But more importantly, right now, it's the Kerry Park has earned a power play down by 1. How much is this game? Oh, no. Oh, no. You get a penalty? Oh, not a penalty. I heard not a penalty from my color commentator, Everett. It's a penalty. Well, you know what? So the Quesnel supporters think it's a penalty. The Kerry Park players don't. I guess my issue is I think it's a penalty, but it's a harmless little stick going for the puck where a player trips over the stick. No one's going to get hurt doing that. And I do understand their opportunity to play the pucks away, but down in his corner, 9 seconds into the Kerry Park power play. So we'll have 4-4 hockey for a minute 51. And you contrast that to the reaction on the first penalty. It seemed like, a player takes a physical hit or infraction or something violent. I don't know. I'd like to see something like a 2-minute penalty introduced in hockey, or maybe even a 1 minute for an accidental trip like that, or 3 minutes for the more serious stuff. Those are my 2 suggestions. The one where The offside line, he holds up his hand to indicate when the puck is still loose and the official is clearly behind the goaltender and can't see. And some less all or nothing in the penalty call. I know there's majors, but or maybe a 90-second penalty. But I'll save that for my Roach's corner. Wear your puppy. I tell you what, you gotta wear your puppy out there when you're killing off a 90-second penalty. Right, Blue? Oof. Down in front, we all missed that beautiful save by Roach. I saw it with my head, but I'm fighting the tripod here. I'm gonna go get the handheld for the third period. But Nate just wants to write out, oh my God, you're so jittery. So you can just press send sometime in the third period. It might save you the time then. Nice stand-up defense by Colton Knight. Oh, look at him go. Woo! Contact there between Knight and Kopetsky and Drinksy. Puck comes out where you could tell Drinksy was at the end of his shift. Still 4-4 here. Play's getting a little more physical. They're kind of letting it go there. 23 seconds to go on the 4-on-4, and then it'll be a short 11 or 9-second power play for Quesnel. Oh my gosh, these shots were dangerous. That one doesn't make its way through, but lots of bodies in front. Good job by Quesnel, I gotta say. It's something we do well, and they're also doing really well. McCamey patiently waits, somehow finds Jackson Reed. I think that was just grazed off the blocker, the Quesnel goalie. Bones with a big blocker save there. Battle in front. Kerry Park with the puck. Back to 5-on-5. Nice pass. That shot would have gone had it been on net, but it was a one-timer while he was backing up. Really hard to aim that. Got a lot on it for sure. Roach leaves the puck for Atmore, but Hunter from Quesnel comes out with it. Oh, nice pass by Jackson Reed to Jasper Smith. We are seeing some beautiful hockey by both teams here. The passing by Kerry Park is really, especially right now, impressing me. Shots officially 24-24. Game feels so even. Could be going either way. 3-2. Long shot kicked aside by Roach. I'm going handheld after this period. I might go handheld here now. Jasper Smith centering. Jackson Reed on it. Quesnel grabs the puck. Nice pass there. That was really dangerous. Second time this game off the top of my head. Here had Henry Atmore there to take away a dangerous opportunity. Nice play by him. Jackson Reed just big imprint on this kid. Gets it up to Jasper Smith. He had no right getting to that puck first, but he kind of did, and then he got sealed off. I guess that was really good D. I wondered if it might be called interference, but really they just sealed him off. So yeah, really good D by Quesnel. So we had dangerous chance by created by Jackson Reed and Jasper Smith, continuing their amazing game from this morning. Great day of hockey. So icing indicated there. Okay, you're gonna lose the view here for a second. Don't worry about it. Coming back, coming back, coming back. Face off in Quesnel zone with 20 seconds to go in the period. Uh-oh. Roach out to challenge. Whoa, did that end up in his glove? I thought that was going. Holy smokes. That was so fast I didn't see it. Literally. Woo! Boy, you don't want to give up one there with 11 seconds to go in the second period. Keeps it a 1-goal game. Important face-off here, won by Quesnel. Rush towards the net. Comes free. Brady Williams can gain the blue line. Nice hustle by them. Good view of his heart and effort. 1 second to go. Long shot down ice. Hurry hard. Wide of the net. What another great period by these two teams. I know what's. All right, the Thunder coming off after a really good second period. Up by 1. Big saves by Bones out there.
Good job. Thanks.
I agree with everything she said. She's right. Facts. Here they come. We're at a great period, boys. Keep it up. 1 more to go. Let's go. Keep it going. You're doing great. Seeing you, Jackson. You're going to get it, buddy. Big smile on Hunter Campbell. Love to see that. They should smile. Down by 1. They're battling hard. They got 20 minutes to go. They got time to get this. See, Finley Dion's in a bit of pain there. Roach coming off. Another great period, Elliot. Keep it up, buddy. 1 more to go. Rest up, buddy. You see exhaustion on his face, facing officially 26 shots that period. Or, sorry, cumulatively. Coach is taking a shortcut this period.
Good job, Brett.
You're the screamer.
Allison, I want to say it ahead of time. That doesn't mean anything. I say it after.
I just love watching them play together. This has been really like last year was our first year, Brett. So like this is, and it's been like, you know, it's been a
I'm
big.
saying on here, the level's too low. Gotta play you 50.
At
Like,
least so
starting now.
like spring with pinning, it'll be fun.
Because he understands too.
That probably. But not necessarily tendering or weekend for it. You're like, oh my god.
Oh, Torrent Kozma fan, he has the same thing.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna leave this here and I'm gonna run and get my. You know what? I'm gonna bring this with me so no one steals it. Little kids around, and we are in Powell River. That's just a joke, but so I'm keeping the stream going. But I'll try not to show people because I'm not of this generation. I know if you're in public, they say you're allowed to be filmed without your consent, but I just don't feel that way. I feel like, I don't know. I'm from the waiver era. Can you go get me the handheld? Please. I need me on my phone.
You don't keep this in case.
Maybe I do, actually. That's smart.
Are you still live?
Yeah. I thought if I lost the stream, I might lose people. So as you come into the arena, you see my executive producer going out. That splits into each of the arenas. You see his beautiful poster here.
Cool.
Come by and a really nice logo here. You're not on there, don't worry. I mean, careful. And then you come into the main room, and all weekend they've had free coffee here by donation and photo area over there.
71 to 50.
They had a booth set up with gift certificates to local communities. We've taken advantage of 2 from Taz. Buying some stick tape, saving a full $2.40, as you might have overheard in one of the earlier broadcasts. So this game here is Powell River, and do you know who they're playing? Harris, okay. Oh, sorry, girls. I'm blocking the door. Sorry about that. So is Powell River guest on this one or home on this one? Home, okay. So it's 1-0 Terrace. 2 good teams here. Wouldn't it be fun if Powell River could make the finals in this? They're in Pool B, of course. And, having beat us in the Viaja Championships and playing well so far, they're 2-1 in this tournament. It would be fun after what a great job they've done hosting if they can make the finals. They do have very good fans. There's more green in this arena today than downtown Ottawa on St. Patrick's Day. And it's not because of St. Patrick's Day. It's because the people from Powell River wear their gear and support their team. And it's really great to see. I am streaming here, so I'm going to say that unselfish. I'm not up. Optimize. It's a really unselfish. It's a really unselfish. That shows character.
Right. Thank you.
I got to tell him that he's
No. Thanks, Dave.
yeah. I swear, I think these siblings do more running around these arenas than the players do playing. All right, so we're back here with 6.5 minutes to go before puck drop. Not to smooth the broadcast, but I think it's right to go out this way. Season should go out like it went. And being the last game, I want it to be familial and familiar because what an amazing community this Carey Park team is. Not just the team, the whole association. And the thing about hockey season's ending is these kids will go on and someone will be on one spring team and some will be on the other. And they'll play each other and they'll come back in the future and they'll cross paths. So that's the nice thing about hockey. It's a small world and it's always goodbye for now. Interesting little happenstance situation here is one of the local coaches who have coached a lot of the 2011 kids that we know. Carey Park products at that has gone to Ottawa where he's coaching the Ottawa Junior 67s, which would be the team that would be the equivalent of what Bryce is playing here. And had we stayed in Ottawa, they would have crossed paths there and not here. And isn't that wild? Just little things like that. Here we go. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. I'm going to try using the jitter stick this third period. And if you want me to go back, throw it up in the chat. And I see a lot of them. She's taller than me.
What's that? Oh yeah, she's.
Was she before the weekend started?
Yes. No, she was not. No.
Different answers from the mom and daughter. So this is going to give me the opportunity for the last time this season to read through the Carey Park roster. There we see goaltender coach Chris Knight making his way back to the bench. How good are these two goalies making him look this week? Players receiving last minute instructions in the booth, 4 minutes till puck drop here. Okay. So let's start with the forwards this game. Number 7, we have the beloved Alexander Savage. The also beloved Brady Williams. Number 14, Cole Nichols Wakeland. Duke Drinkwater. Jasper Jack McCamey. Jasper Smith. Human Intangible. Oliver Scow. Weston McKinnon. What a nine-some they are. 3 first lines. Mix them up however you want. 1A, 1B, 1C. And not necessarily in that order. A defense, we have William Hamilton, So often partnered up with Silas, the winner de Gagne, Landon Zariski, Henry Atmore, Finley Dion, and Colton Knight. And on the backhand, we have the partnership, Hunter Campbell and Elliot Roach. Boy, those two, as first years, really holding it down in the back as well as the players all over the ice. I mean, I feel like one of the broken records things I said is a good game by the forwards, good game by the D, good game by the goalies, because it so often is. And of course, carrying us through this entire season, present in the thoughts and hearts and souls of players and the families, Xavier Rasul-Yankovic would have been a member of his team. The anchor, he wore an A because they couldn't give him the C because he was an anchor. An anchor starts with A, and he held it down. I know 2 years ago, I had the privilege of watching him play in front of Elliot, and I'm glad I enjoyed every minute of that in real time, not just in retrospect. I very often told his parents just how comfortable I felt when I would see a 2-on-1 developing, and I'd look and I'd see number 11 back there holding it down. As his birthday approaches here in a couple of days, give us another opportunity to celebrate him, not just in this special season, but as we go forward in our lives. We loved you, Xavier, and we love you. See the players coming back to the ice here. We got 47 seconds to go. They know the deal. They need one goal to tie this up. One more to go ahead. They're going to be ready to go. I'm going to quit talking and let you hear them. Win, no. Protect Brady from himself. Don't do it. You never know. Elliot, you okay? Physically, 100%?
I drunk a Coke in there. I'm on steroids now. Well, I can't either. I need that. Give me one. I got that. Give me a crumb. No,
Elliot?
Elliot.
You hurt your back or something? You're 100%? Attaboy. You just keep playing like you're playing. Open the door for the ref, please, boys. All right, so there's a live intermission medical update. Roach, just with some general upper body soreness. 100% says he's ready to go. You know, if I'd been on the other side, Brady would have somehow known and been over there. It's interesting to see how different players prepare. I remember this from my sports days. Some guys are quiet, some guys are active, some guys are in between. Think we know where Brady Williams falls on that spectrum? Using humor and levity, keep things light. But boy, is he serious on the ice. Nothing funny about his effort out there.
Rest in peace, Finley. He got hit.
Can you look forward there, Brady, so I could show your Xavier sticker?
Oh, why is that
RJ, Xavier Rasul-Yankovic, in memory, number 11, on every kid's helmet and throughout the valley.
Silent.
And teams younger and older.
One of the guys go down there and streaky and said, "Oh, refs going to it. Another blind."
Good attentive observation, though, by Coach Kyle Esquire, noticing that the Zamboni missed a patch of ice down here that with my handheld I'm able to show. Instructing Silas de Gagne to come and as one of the leaders to fill it in, but The referee's aware of it over on it. But looks like my front door entry there. You know what? It's defense's job to keep it muddy, but look at Everett. Look at Everett. Poster boy of childhood. Hey, poster boy of childhood. Wins broadcaster of the year, regular season banner, playoffs banner. He's out here skateboarding like Bart Simpson in his prime. So I don't know what they're talking about down there. If they're gonna, I don't think they're gonna get the Zamboni back out, are they?
If the sun is setting, so what's time to come in?
Oh, because that park's over there. Right. Yep. You say, Mom, don't worry about it. The hospital is literally across the street. And then, she says that's not quite the issue. But the hospital is literally oh, nice.
And yet
They pulled it out of the locker room. Brady has been the guardian of the jersey for the team in between. You can see up close that all the players signed it. Messages of love and hearts. And thank you, Brady. Brady keeping the jersey in a shrine in his house that a lot of the boys have seen pictures of, and most important player on this team throughout this season. So in fact, the jersey is over there. It's just not hanging up anywhere because there's nowhere to hang. You see the coach is looking for somewhere to hang it. Thoughtful gesture. Look at that. Coach Knight finds a really good spot for it up there. Isn't that a beautiful lasting image as we go into our last period of the regular season? Fogged out, is it? Goes across realms. Boy, that is really shaky, isn't it? Well, I think this is preferable to the alternative. So, as I say, it's not perfect, but I am pretty amazed that we're able to beam this out all over the world and people are able to watch it live. I know I certainly appreciate it. All right. It's 3-2 for Quesnel as we drop the puck on the third period. Last game of Perry Park season. Wouldn't it be nice to leave here 2-2? Really nice to get that good hard fought win this morning. Real nice to finish off with two. Nice play there by Cole Wakeman to get it up to Jackson Reed. It's just absolutely truck some kid who tries to stop him, goes flying in the corner. On these hockey broadcasts, they like to guess who they think the goal scorer or game winner might be. If I only get one guess this game, I'm calling Jackson Reed. The way he's been flying around out there, I mean, it could be anybody. The way these kids are playing, but Jackson Reed just seems to be in U15 mode here. Nice pass to a Kerry Park player had turned to go off for a change, and therefore I didn't see it. Skip by him off the boards and down the ice, so that is an icing. And again, as we sunset this season, these kids are going to be training with each other in the off season, having play dates with each other, which they now call hangouts, and playing hockey together in the future. But I really will be sad when this one's over because not all seasons are equal. We had a real special one 2 years ago. Last year, very successful for these first years on this team here. But another one again. I mean, Kerry Park's just been an absolute blessing. Massive credit to the McCameys for that on and off the ice, the coaching, really making this. They're the engine of this team, and a lot of other families as well. The Drinkwaters, the Zariskis, We got Colton's mom as team manager and dad as coach. Really, everyone on the team doing something special. Sarah and T really involved. But I'm gonna miss this one. I'm gonna miss this season. I'm gonna remember it very, very fondly. Debbie Harry, back to play it over to Colton Knight. Oh, Debbie Harry is Blondie, Bryce, and others that don't know. So it's a reference to Landon's bleached hair. Oh my goodness. Splitting 3 players and getting to the board, getting to the goalie. That was Jasper Smith. Who, believe it or not, as much as he looks like he's ready for U15, has another year of U13 eligibility next year. I thought it was Jackson Reed. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Puck couldn't be cleared out. Just sitting in the slot to turn around and slam it. Real good effort by Colton Knight. No need to slam your stick, young man. He defended one player, fought him off. He was fighting off the second, but the puck got loose in a place that you just know when you see them there. They tend to go about 90% of the time. Kid who scored, his name is Hunter. He turned and slammed it in. It was 17-19 to go in the third period. Kerry Park finds themselves in a 2-goal hole. Lots of hockey to go. Both teams playing well here. That was a nice goal. Full credit to Quesnel on that one. Full credit to Kerry Park as well. Made them earn it, and they did. Oliver Scow coming in. He has Brady Williams in support. Scow goes down. Brady turns his head to see if a penalty was called. None forthcoming. Play continues. I'm seeing good hockey all over the ice here. Let me. Whoa, well placed shot. Not much there. There's too clear a view for Roach. Probably would have saved it, but the shot used the Kerry Park player as a screen. And rather shooting at the fat part of the net, shows the slim part of the net. Made for a very difficult save. Really good shot by Quesnel. Something going on here at center ice. Brady tripping up the player and light contact with the stick on helmet. I would dare say that the official didn't see that. And play continues. I think it is. Is it? Yay! You know what? Roach is making so many of those saves, he's making them look pedestrian, but he's a little upset with me on the broadcast there. He said, "Don't let out my secret," meaning that he's not 100%. But if someone from Quesnel is watching this live stream and scouting it live while they have their own person taping up there, they're welcome to that information. Don't think it's actionable anyway, but as you probably saw on the stream, I don't think he is fully 100%. But clearly able to play at 100%. Body bounces off Jackson Reed, opens up a little space for William Hamilton, who put it where he should, but just missed the net. Bones had the full front side covered, backside open a little bit. That's where he put it, but missed. The centering pass by Duke Drinkwater tipped off a Quesnel player onto the net. Sharper save than had it been a Kerry Park player shooting, probably. I mean, it was sudden and quick. Nice shot here. These players, I know it's moving quickly, but you can see the determination on Cole Wakeland's face live at least. Love the way that kid plays. He's in there. Another kid that plays the right way, Duke Drinkwater. But it's Quesnel coming out. Nicely done, Elliot Roach. Really nice attack. I don't know what to say. William Hamilton played that really well. He had one hand on his stick to extend his reach, swatting at the puck. But the attacker able to fight through, get off a really good scoring chance. Elliot Roach not having many easy saves, or at least maybe that's just the way it feels to me, but that is the way it feels to me. I mean, yeah, it was a breakaway basically. So another really nice timely save. 5-2 here with Loom Large, keeping his team within striking position. Nice communication here from the officiating staff. You can hear the yell of ice, ice, ice all the way down the ice. You know what? I'm going to take this opportunity to move down to the Kerry Park side of the arena. I didn't switch after the second period, but I'm standing beneath the Quesnel supporters. And they're probably not going to like what happens to me when Kerry Park scores. If Kerry Park scores, and they're going to have to live with it if they do it here, and they might, because it's Jack McCamey coming in the left wing, Weston McKinnon in center. McCamey trying to look off both the goaltender and the defense. Had his head up while he tried to pass. Puck and rolled a little bit off his stick. Couldn't get the pass over to McKinnon. And it's back the other way. Blocker saved by Roach. Puck in the corner, fought for. Boy, Kerry Park's playing well. This Quesnel team's really good, though. I mean, you can see the speed. This kid here on number 7. No, that's number 7 going off there. That was a really good rush. I mean, the speed on that kid and the quick release and power of his shot. Really nice snapshot. Look at this click, click, click pass into the zone. That might have been offside, but it's not called. As McCamey works his way in deep, tries to bank it off the goalie, comes back to it, tries to bank it off the goalie again, comes up to Risky, tries to shoots over the net. You could tell he was looking at McKinnon. He didn't have a chance to pass it to him. Made the most of an in-tight opportunity. 2-3 chances down there from down low. Couldn't get it to go. I don't know if that last shot was wide or I guess it was wide, right? Wow. McKinnon, end of his shift. Not McKinnon, McCamey, end of his shift. Tried to bounce it off with just enough touch to wave off the icing. The liney closest to me here was calling for icing. Liney on the far side waved it off. Mission accomplished, Jack McCamey. Just another nice little skillful play by him. We have Oliver Scow behind the play, which is why the pass was attempted up and over the Quesnel defenders who were in the way. However, it hit someone's back. Oliver was tripped behind the play, and official again missed it. That's why it's better to have 2 officials. Once the official's back's turned, you just got free play out there, and yes, there's 2 linies, but they're only to call majors, so they're reticent to do that. I didn't see what happened, but I saw the reaction come from the coaching staff, and knowing their character that something happened. At any rate, play continues here. 11:48 to go. 4-2 for Quesnel. Brady Williams up here at center ice, waiting for support from Jackson Reed, who fights through the contact from the liney. Tries to drop it to Brady Williams, does on his second attempt. Brady up on it. He's down deep with it. He's looking to throw the slot, does on his backhand. How beautiful was that? Brady Williams again into the slot. Quesnel well defending well. Counter-attacking here. What beautiful hockey by Brady Williams, Jackson Reed. I know it didn't go, but those two, these guys, holy smokes. Nice centering pass by Quesnel. Roach there to block it, but the shot went wide. Wow. Perfectly placed shot, blocked on the way to the net. Had every chance of going had it not been. Henry Atmore down there. Turns and spins. Boy, Quesnel is quick on those zone exits. You see another one there blocked. But Brady Williams regathers the puck and turns. He's got another play on top of him again. And I agree that icing was the right play there. Let up the pressure a little bit. 10:29 to go. 4-2 for Quesnel. Trying to get the whole play in there. Oh, nice pass. Was that Duke Drinkwater? Yes, it was. And Jackson Reed lines up. Oh, the shot was blocked, so we changed the release point. Got a nice shot off. Gloved by the Quesnel goaltender, but the puck made its way back out to Sias Gagne. He threw it at the net. Perhaps thrown by the initial save. The second shot went in on Bones. And just like that, it's 4-3 now.
As long as I can have grandkids.
I'm gonna have. Is that in your way? No. I'm gonna have to readjust here because I'm cheering too much to stand down there. So I apologize for the nattering you're gonna hear here. But Fulton enters the zone. 1-goal game with half a period to go. Well played game by both teams. I just felt pretty rude down there, cheering as much as I wanted to. Nice pass by Cole Wakeland up to Jackson Reed on right wing. Jackson Reed coming in. He's been all over it all game, including last shift. Comes around NASCAR mode. He's looking. He sees a player off the bench. Really well read. That was Jasper Smith. They just weren't exactly on the same page there. Jasper thought I'll go this way. Jackson thought he's going that way. Really liked the play. Didn't work out though. Ooh, dangerous little quick turnover there by Quesnel. Doing that all game. Where's the goalie? There's a goalie. You know what? A 3-on-2 developing here. Weston McKinnon, had he been able to get that by. Skillful zone entry by Jasper Smith to keep things on side. Wow, good play all over the ice here. Jasper Smith, right wing. Colton Knight over there helping out. Body goes down, arm stays down. Play's going to continue. Colton Knight hustling to get back. Jasper Smith too. Leading to a very manageable 2-on-3. Roach tries to poke the puck out. Woof. Kind of half hit it, half whiffed. Play continues. Nice block by Colton Knight. Both teams getting bodies in front of shots this game. Landon Zariski down low. Nice rub out. Perfect play. Absolutely no chance if a penalty separates body from puck. Textbook defense by Landon Zariski gives Jack McCamey and Weston McKinnon a chance to go down the other way. That's going to be 2 minutes for degloving. If you want his glove, just has to borrow it. You don't try to steal it. So he's going to the bench for the box for 2. Woo! 8:19 to go, down by 1. Kerry Park heading to the power play. Woo! I love these games. This one kind of started to get away from Kerry Park at one point, but other than that, other than 3 or 4 minutes when it looked like Quesnel had a chance to run away with it, this has been a tightly contested 50-50 game all the way through. Good hockey, both teams all the way around. Kerry Park playing their best hockey. You see it here too. Oliver Scow, patient, looking, nothing there, rather than forcing a puck for a turnover. He reverses to the other side. Leads to a pass out in front to Alexander Savage. He misses high. Scow on the puck now, surveying. Looks down low. Gets it back to... I couldn't tell you who that is down there. Scow back to Zariski. Keeps it in. Hard pass down to Scow. One touches it down to the player down low who's looking for a shot. Turns. Looking for a pass. Turns to shoot. I'd like to see who that is because I want to give him credit for the earlier pass in that shift. That's Brady Williams. Woo! Well done, Brady. Keep it up. Good job, Scow. Good job out there. Good sustained pressure. Puck didn't go, but 37 seconds of offensive zone creativity. They are forcing a great game out of this goalie they call Bones. And he's been equal to it so far. Just get 3 by. And if you're watching from the beginning, it should be a lot more than that. Okay, puck cleared out on the face-off draw. Roach gets it up to Smith, who bangs it up along the boards for Jasper Reed. Sidesteps that liney again. I think this guy has something out for Jackson. That's twice now. Just kidding, of course. Going after Atmore this time. Poor Henry loses the puck to the ref, but good support in there from Size to Gagne, who gets it free over to Duke Drinkwater, gets it out of the zone. Okay, we have 43 seconds to go in the power play. Cole Wakeland settles it, turns, passes to Reed. Reed takes it nicely. Turns, moves in. Wow. Weaving, finding space that he can. Nicely done by Duke Drinkwater with his right skate to keep it and allow DeGong to throw towards the net, battling down there, puck bouncing around, rolling. If he can get a shot up there, I say it all the time. They're really hard to read for the goalie. Very dangerous. Oh, that does not happen often, no matter what the circumstances. Puck slipped by DeGagne. Nice pass over to Atmore, taken nicely by Atmore. Gets over to Reed. That's a ripper goal. I think that grazed off the defender as well. Made for a harder save, but save was made. 1 second to go in the power play. Atmore over to Reed. Reed dumps it in and they go off to change. Good job, Jackson. Keep it up. Boy, has he been dangerous this game. Again, not a one-to-one comparison, but it reminds me of when I watch the Oilers and I'm like, how does this other team deal with McDavid? They just got to be aware of him all the time. And every second he's out there, he seems dangerous and like he could score at any point. That's how Reed's read to me this whole game. Oh, no. Someone behind the play must have been offside by a smidge as McCamey entered the zone with the puck on his backhand. I said, oh, no, because anytime that guy's entering the zone, I feel like it's really promising. Okay, he's going to take this draw. We got Zarisky on left D, Williams on right D. McKinnon back to William Hamilton. Williams. Jasper Smith gets off a nice shot. Gloved by the goalie. Jack taking one for the team to see if he can draw a call. The official doesn't bite, but I like that. Taking a hit, seeing if you can draw a power play for your team. With 5:40 to go in this game. Dangerous play developing here. Pass across off the skate of William Hamilton. Defended that well. Deflected to the corner. And now McKinnon down there fighting for a chance to get a shot off. Boy, oh boy, it's tight out there. Body on body, stick on stick. You hear the Quesnel contingent here, letting Luss know that he's on his own on that play. Puck squirted out. Save made by Roach. Follow up by the Quesnel player. Hamilton didn't like that. Let him know it. Referee says settle it down. The size of that kid. Yeah, he's always had his back. He's led the league, not just the team, led the league in goalie pad taps 2 years ago and this season. See a word over there between the official and the coach. Josh McCamey nodding his head. The savant, they call him. Man's got more hockey knowledge in that hat than most of us have in our whole heads. And I mean that sincerely. I cannot believe the little adjustments and little things he does. I couldn't begin to explain it, but if you saw how much the coaching had to do with that Game 3 win, you know what I'm talking about. Dangerous chance there, but muddied up enough that the shot doesn't come through. Cleared out of the slot by DeGagne, but kept in the zone by Quesnel. 4:42 to go. They're leading by 1. DeGagne comes out with it. Again, good pressure by Quesnel, though, making for a difficult zone exit. Really nice play by Scow to come down and support. Works to get it out of the zone, but not with possession. So Quesnel able to throw it back in. They're going to try again. This time, Colt Knight through DeGagne over to Scow again. Nice play on the inside of his skate of Scow. Nice save by Roach. They're just not used to seeing that depth of goalie play. Takes it right out, passes it to DeGagne. And you see a quick little apology from the official. Like I said, she's just not used to seeing that. I don't blame her at all for that whistle, but takes away a nice little play by Roach, getting the puck over to DeGagne. like I've said before, it's like winning this draw, but Cole Wakeland goes out and look at that, gets it to Gagne anyway. He turns and spins and gets it around the board. Drinkwater down to meet that. Again, Quesnel making zone exit very difficult with a 1-goal lead in 4 minutes now to play. You know that they want to keep this puck down in that end. They're happy as long as they're doing that. Centering pass there. Intercepted by Cole Wakeland. Gets a nice bounce pass off. Doesn't miss Jackson Reed by much. Who ends up with the puck anyway. Duke Drinkwater had been in forechecking. That's how he freed that puck up. Not able to get all the way out of the zone as Reed grabbed it and jumped in. So a face off there outside the blue line of Quesnel. 3:46 to go. 4-3. Oh my God, how exciting is this? You know, Ken and Susan are loving this. And Margaret, as Colt Knight jumps up on that puck, taps it ahead to Cole Wakeland right on cue. Cole Wakeland, in the midst of 4 bodies, fighting through some light contact. Well done by Quesnel. I think you know they're going to get away with that level of contact at this point in the game. Didn't push it too far. Nice pinch by Gagne. Colt Knight coming over to support, keeping the puck in, allowing a follow-up shot to be taken. Glove down by Quesnel. Face-off earned deep in the zone, which is something you want at this point. Holy smokes, what a good game we have going here. I know Dave and Linda are loving this. Rick and Gene. The shaking now is because I'm leaning on the boards and the fans are pounding and it's shaking the entire boards. That's great. Okay, you got Atmore holding the point up here. Doesn't need to because McKinnon gets the puck free down low to McCamey. Quesnel with the puck now. Quesnel. Played out, but not cleanly. Atmore on it. Gets it over to Zariski cleanly. Nice appreciative applause behind me up top here of that very skillful play. Atmore takes it, turns off the boards and out. Textbook zone clear. But credit to Quesnel. They're really playing well. Look at this. 3 players on Atmore as he takes it, but he gets it up to McCamey, who might have some space because of that. He tries to get it across. He does. Smith following up, save made. Came out to McKinnon. You see the goalie waving off. No, the official waving off. No goal. Beautiful play by McCamey, Smith, and McKinnon, but puck stays out. Good job by Bones down there. 2:20 to go, down by 1. Oh, Jim and Colleen were jumping out of their chairs there as they watch Weston McKinnon coming in. I know he's not theirs. Oh, it's in front, but the stick is tied up. Good job by Quesnel's defense down there to tie up the stick and lift it. Oh, walking right out in front, shot on net, save made. You could tell Atmore was trying to cover it up or kind of use his body to get it back to Roach, but it came free. Quesnel with the puck down low into the slot. Savage takes that, tries to clear, gets it out up to the half boards. Quesnel keeping it in, though, as they change bodies. We're going to have fresh bodies here as McKinnon turns with it. He's got a look in his eye. Kristen, Dave, Don, and Maureen watching this one. Let's go, Weston. Nice defense. So 1:27 to go. Kerry Park just needing 1 goal, gets it into the slot, comes out to Hamilton, but not on his stick. He turns, gets free at 2 players, takes it in deep, throws it in the slot. Penalty coming against Quesnel. The Gagne with a shot blocked. We have 1:13 to go as Roach makes his way to the bench. Brady's got in the slot. He shoots, puck's still loose. It's still loose. Whistle blows there. I'm not sure who took possession, but a cross-checking call coming up with 1:02 to go. You know Roach is going to stay out of that net. Maybe I'm wrong. Face-off will be in the Quesnel zone. Wow. I wonder if June and Lucas are loving this on the other side of the... Yeah, as I suspected, Roach to the bench with the face-off in the Quesnel zone. Kerry Park with the player advantage. They're going to have a 6-on-4 skater advantage. Of course, the 5th player being Bones down there. 1:02 to go in that power play. Sorry, well, really, yes, 2 minutes to go in a power play, but 1:02 to go in the game. This could be the difference maker here. This sign being held up by Olive. Come on, boys, she says. Let's go, Kerry Park. Nana Papa Reed holding on, going. Let's see if Jackson can cash in on his dominant performance this game. Uncle Dr. Phil, Auntie Beata, Grandma Lucy, Roger, Rita, all tuning in, loving this. And everybody watching, thank you for watching, Granddad Jim, for whom this broadcasting center is named. Papa Hunt, for who this channel is named. Wow. 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 4-3, down to 1. Last game of provincials. Kerry Park on the power play. Goalie pulled. Roach on the bench. Look at that high-fiving his goalie partner. Hunter Campbell over there. Those two doing it together all season. Kerry Park with a face-off win. D-to-D shot. Deflected on the net. Save made. Back to the point. De Gagne to Hamilton. Tight on the line. So he gets back to De Gagne, who steps forward. Good pressure by Quesnel. Puck turned over. This is probably going to be it. Hamilton doing what he can. Hustling hard. Losing his balance. Probably some disappointment in that as well. Crashes into the net. Don't want to see that. The way he hit, though, I don't think that that's going to be an injury. I think that's going to be a hurt. That's going to be about as serious as a Charlie horse as you can get. But I think in a couple of weeks, that'll be okay. His father's walking around with a limp. I'm walking around with a limp. I think he's going to be walking around with a limp. I shouldn't speculate because I don't know. But I saw just above his knee go into the post really hard. And that's just going to be so painful on his Charlie horse. But I think like there was no twisting of the knee or anything. So there you see him shaking it off. Probably hurt like the moon, but you know what? 40 seconds ago, he's chasing down a breakaway on an empty net. He did everything he could on that play. He got close. Nothing left in the tank. Falls down, slides into the net. Kerry Park still on the power play for 40 seconds, or 38.3 seconds here, but it would take something special here. But let's see if they can grab one on the power play. And got Colt Knight out there with Landon Zariski on D, Alexander Savage right, B. Cole Wakeman at center, Jackson Reed on left wing. Puck pushed forward. You got to kind of go all in here now. What else can you do? See if Alexander Savage can come ahead. Gets it to Cole Wakeman. Dangerous spot. Nice shot. Save made, held on to. So face-off will be in the Quesnel zone. You see the coaches looking at the clock. I'm looking at the clock. Just feels like if we had a few more minutes in this game, 4-3 game until the empty netter by Quesnel here at the end. Short-handed. Full Wakeland again. Does get it to his forehand. Nice shot. Rebounds there. I thought that was put in by Savage. I don't know how that was saved. And we got two big boys going at it hard down here now. More than that, actually. So the Hockey BC officials here saying get them out, which makes no sense to me to send them both off at the same time. To me, there was nothing premeditated there. It was a play of passion. And I think both players pretty, you could tell the way it developed. Both players thought that the other players started it and they let some emotion out. It's a passionate game. I think the officials are calling for the game to be ended. I'd like to let them see it keep going, but you see Coach McCamey asking to speak to the official. The off-ice Hockey BC rep here was saying just send them off, and the other official was agreeing. I don't. I know there's only 10 seconds, but especially with the face-off in the Quesnel zone. 9 seconds. Oh. If you win a face-off, draw, and shoot, you still have 6 seconds. Sounds ridiculous, but there's been more than 0 goals in the history of hockey scored in 6 seconds. You get a kid like McCamey out there taking that face-off and poking it ahead to himself and racing down. You never know. Give him the shot anyway. If the face-off comes to center ice, I don't think it can be done. But as they've done that. Oh, Finley, you come out. Come to think of it, I haven't seen you out there. You okay?
So I like walked the shore.
Camera for that. Yeah. So what happened?
So it's counting here, counting here.
What room are you in?
So there's padding here.
Yeah.
No padding here, and I got this block right there.
Well, you're one of the toughest kids I've ever met. So for him to be out. Yeah, come to think of it, I haven't noticed Finley Dion out there, right? So you got an update on that. But again, it's not an injury, it's a hurt. So that's the best news you can hear out of that. In 2 weeks, he'll be fine. Not broken or anything. It's hit him where there's no padding. So 9.4 seconds. They need 2 goals. We're going to need one real clean off the face-off draw. Quesnel muddies that up to their credit, knowing what they're doing. Colton Knight turns and shoots. What else are you going to do? Jasper Smith goes over there, gets his stick on the puck, bounces up. Nice save by Bones. I don't think that would have left us time to get anything done anyway, but that would have been a nice way to end this game. I think these kids deserve to be proud, but let them play to the last second, the last milliseconds, 8 milliseconds ago here, 800ths of a second, I should say. No, 80 hundredths of a second. Oh, whatever. The puck wasn't dropped. Clock operator thought it was. Blew the horn. No shame in this loss. 4-3 with an empty netter for a 5-3 final for Quesnel. Kerry Park playing very strong. You can hear the Kerry Park supporters cheering in support of good effort, valiant effort, and a losing cause. 1-3 here in Provincials, but showing that they absolutely belonged here. We knew that coming in. They didn't have to prove that. I really do believe they had a chance. You play this tournament over and over and over. They're going to have the times they win it, the times they don't, and this is one they didn't. But I think 1-3, the way they played, they can be real proud. In my opinion, they played Kerry Park hockey all but 3 minutes, and that 3 minutes was in a game where they played the best game they played, and they won that game. So overall, a pretty fantastic tournament. You're going to play 4 games of 3 20-minute periods like the NHL and only have one little dip like that in this broadcaster's honest opinion. That's fantastic and something to be proud of. Hey, good try. Good game, Brady. Good effort. Great game by Oliver Scow. He gave it his full effort out there like he always does. Here comes Cole Wakeland, defensive and offensive stalwart. The unselfish Clutch Campbell. Good game, Jasper. Oh, my God. Good game. Captain Composure coming off. Elliot Roach. Great game, Elliot. Great tournament. Duke. Drink water. Good game, Drinksy. Good job, buddy. Good game, Zarisky. Good job, Henry. Way to be, SpaceX. C. You see the C on there. Hamilton. Good job, Dagonia. Way to be, Jackson. Good game. Good game, McKinnon. Good game, Bones. You see some of the bigger bodies of this team. I don't know what they got in the water. I think they got check the water in Quesnel for steroids. Look at the size of these kids. Big smile from the coach. Good job, Thunder. Coaching staff coming off here. Cody Drinkwater. Chris Knight. Josh McCamey. Thank you so much, gentlemen.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. All season. Showing up. 4:45 in the morning coaching these kids. You kidding me? Look at the development in this team and what a great season they cultivated. Immense gratitude for me. Look at these hardcores. What's going on here? What's going on? Is this St. Patrick's Day or are you guys just Powell River fans? Woo! And Coach Rob Wakeman. Thank you, Coach. So with that, that's the end of this season. I don't know what to say other than what's been said. Thank you to everybody for joining us, making this so special. What a great group of kids. What a great experience this was. And I'm pretty sure as they move on from this and get out of here, there's already a pizza party planned for these guys. They're going to go and enjoy each other's company and have a good time.